Hello, welcome to Ground Tutoring. This is Eric, and today we're going to do another video in a series of our solving systems of equations by elimination. This is going to be part 3 of our series, linear equations by elimination. And today what we're going to do is, the first part we learned how to solve them when one of the variables canceled out automatically just by solving them the first time. And the second video, we multiplied one of the equations by a constant. Now today, what we're going to do is we're going to learn how to do one by having to multiply each equation by a constant in order to get one of the variables to cancel out. So, as you can see here, we have two equations. 2x plus 4y is equal to 10, and 5x minus 3y is equal to 12. Well, if we go to try to cancel out one of the variables here, we found this is a 2 and that's a 5. Well, we've got a couple of things that don't agree here. Number one, we can't really, we have to multiply one equation, the lowest, basically what we're finding is the lowest common number between the two things when we multiply. So 10 would be the lowest number that both 5 and 10, that 5 and 2 go into. Because if we did 5, the next variable would be 10, and 2 goes into 10. But we'd have to multiply each equation by either 5 or by 2. This one by 5, this one by 2. But we'd have something else. Another problem too is that they would both be the same sign, so we'd have to multiply one by a negative number. Now, multiplying by a negative number is not a desirable to do. I mean, sometimes you have to do it, but if you can at all avoid it, I definitely recommend that, because you have to change all kinds of things in it. It just makes it easier when you're multiplying, when you don't have to multiply by a negative. But if you look at the y value, the y variable, you already have a plus and a minus here. Now, you'd have to find a common multiple. That's it. Least common multiple is the term I was looking for. You'd have to find a least common multiple between the two here. Well, again, if you did 3, it'd be 3, then 6, then 9, and then 12. Finally, 4 goes into both 12 and 3. So what we're going to end up doing is we're going to end up multiplying the top equation by 3 and the bottom equation by 4. That way we get a positive 12 and a negative 12, and the y's will cancel out, which is what we want to do, because it's called elimination. So we're going to distribute the first equation, the first constant multiply it by each of the terms in the first equation. So we're going to get 6x plus 12y is equal to 30. And then we have to do that for the same thing for the second equation, multiplied by the constant of 4. 4 times 5 is 20. 4 times negative 3 is minus 12. And then that's 4 times 12 is 48. Okay, and then we do the same thing. We're going to add the two equations together. So 20 plus 6 is 26. 12 minus 12 will cancel out. And then we're going to get that equal to 30 plus 48, which is 78. So again, we're going to divide by 26 to get the x alone. So divide both sides by 26. Cancels out, so we're going to get x is equal to 3. And the rest of the equation is just going to be what we did in the previous two videos. Is we're going to take that 3 and put it into one of the equations and solve for it to get a y variable, the answer to our y variable. So once we do that, then we're going to take the other equation and check it. So, take the original equation. It's important you take the original equations. You don't want to take any of the modified equations just in case you made an error. Now, if you didn't make an error, you could do that, but it's just safer to always go and use the original equation. So 2x plus 4y is equal to 10. So we're going to take that 3. We're going to put it in place of there. Place of the x value. So 3 times 2 is 6, plus 4y is equal to 10. Subtract the 6 from both sides. And we're going to get 4y is equal to 4. Divide by the 4. And we're going to get y is equal to 1. So our answer is, the point of intersection is 3, 1. Now we're going to take the other equation, 5x minus 3y is equal to 12. And we're going to put that both of the variables in there. 5 times 3 minus 3 times 1. And if that's a true statement, we have a correct answer. So 5 times 3 is 15. Minus 3, 3 times 1 is 3, is equal to 12. And 12 is equal to 12. So that's how you solve systems of equations, of linear equations, when you have two variables that do not cancel out, and you have to multiply each equation by a constant in order to find the least common multiple to get things to cancel out. This has been Eric from Higher Ground Tutoring. Thank you for joining me. And next we're going to have a video on, or a series of videos on how to solve equations by using substitution, which is form number 2 of how to solving systems of linear equations. So thank you for joining me. Take care and God bless, and we will see you in the next video. Bye-bye now.